What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you for clicking on the video and coming to check it out. We are in North Georgia in mountain country. We are no longer in the flatlands. This is my first ever mountain turkey hunt. Second time ever coming to the mountains to hunt anything in general. So I'm extremely excited and have high anticipation of hopefully having a good hunt. We've already got 3 gobblers. Again, just hammered off. We got 3 gobblers out in the distance hammering right now. The issue is they're on private land. They're about 300 yards away, just on the private side. Typical. But this area that I'm in, I've walked in here about 400 yards from the truck and found tom tracks all along the road here and some fresh turkey crap. So they got rain yesterday in this area, so I know what I'm seeing is fresh. So we're gonna come here first thing in the morning, sit right here where I am now, because we got creeks flowing right down here. We got a creek over yonder here. We got a creek over yonder there, closer to the private side, which is where those turkeys were. But we'll sit right here because this is about the highest point for this general location. Get a good listening in the morning. Hopefully we'll get some to fire off. Hopefully some besides these ones, just because obviously since they're on private, that already makes it a little bit harder to get them. Like I said, first time ever turkey hunting in the mountains, and second time ever hunting in the mountains in general. So we got a lot of learning to do. I am as green as they come when it comes to turkey hunting out in this type of terrain, hunting anything in this type of terrain, really. So I hope y'all enjoy the ride with me of figuring out how to hunt these mountain turkeys. And just for a little tip of advice, when y'all are out camping, or really anywheres, and you need some coffee, but you don't want it boiling hot because you know you got to drink it fairly quickly, these red Solo cups, they'll be hot for about 5 minutes and then starts cooling on down where you can drink it without scalding your dadgum lips. There they are. Let's see how close we can get to that private side. Here's the cards we're being dealt. We're literally standing on the fence line right now of the private side. Obviously, being this is my first time ever at this management area or in mountain country in general turkey hunting, don't need this anymore. Get that light off my head so that ain't something I forget's up there. Being this is my first time turkey hunting in mountain country, and first time at this management area, I have no idea what these turkeys are going to do. There's tom tracks on the public side, all up and down this road and in this little plot here. So I know they're coming to it, but are they coming in the afternoons, or is he going to fly down and come right to it this morning? I don't know. So normally I would be rushing my way to try to get closer to them than what I am now. Or I'd even call from this fence line, but they've got field fence here. Now granted, turkeys of course can fly over this fence, but I'm sure there's an opening somewheres in this fence line that they're crossing through. I don't know where that is. So we're just gonna sit right here and see what these turkeys do. Hopefully they fly down, keep gobbling, and work their way this way, but I really have no idea what's gonna happen. So this is part of the learning curve. Just sit and be patient, see what they do. Enjoy the music. Camera doesn't show it very much justice, but this whole side of this little, whatever you want to call it, ate up turkey scratching all up and down it. We're right on the property line, back over this way. We just had 2, maybe 3, but it sounded like 2 gobblers hammer off right up this little hill. I'm going up, it's a lot steeper than what it looks on camera. But it sounds like they are just over there. And in this mountain country, I know to be above them, to have the better chance of them coming up or coming all the way. But I know there's a little opening right here, but we're also on the property line right there. So they're either in this opening on the public side or they're on the private side on the road. I don't know, but we're about to find out. Hopefully they're right here in this field, because that would be very nice. Three toms in one hand. Well, in an instance like this, I would normally try to find a spot in the fence line where the owner maybe cut a big portion out for when the rains come and they push a bunch of sticks and debris up against the fence. Sometimes cut a hole in it so that way all the brush can flow through and doesn't stop up the fence. If you can find that, what you do is set up relatively close to that spot where when you call one in, you have the chance of him coming up underneath that cut inside the fence if it's big enough for a turkey to go through. But in an instance like this, 3 toms, one hand, there's no point in me trying to call and get them to fly over the fence, because that ain't happening. So we're just going to ease on out of here, head back to the truck. We're actually not far from the truck at all, but as you can see right here is a fence post. We're just sitting on the line, just watched them fade down the road going deeper into the property. But I guess that was the 3 that I heard this morning and last night. Well, this is a first for me, going into a different management area. Pulled through, drove around it, heading back out, and the gate's locked. It was open when I came in, and now it's locked. See? Look. That gate is shut, locked. I called the lady at the regional office and told her what gate I was at. She said she was going to have somebody come in here and unlock it, but ain't no telling how long that's going to be. Here they come to save the day. Well, I know you can't really see me too well. It's because it's pre-dawn. As you can hear, birds are starting to wake up. Not gobblers yet, but little songbirds. They're all waking up and talking. Hopefully we're going to hear a gobble here before long. We're at a brand new spot. Found this area yesterday. It's actually a food plot. It's got a ton of turkey scratching in here. Very, very fresh. Peck marks all over the place. Normally I wouldn't hunt food plots on public land for turkeys for the simple fact because they get hit so hard right off the bat. But the amount of sign that's in here, and I believe I heard a gobbler over here yesterday morning, but it was so faint I honestly couldn't say for sure, but I came and checked it out. When I found all the sign, I said, okay, we're going to hunt here. We got 1.5 days left, so we are getting to the wire. It has been one heck of a trip on going all over the place, and events of happening. So let's see if we can't knock us a gobbler down this morning.